Hello everyone, I'm Troy, and today I'm going to be going over a topic of the problems that video game companies are having pursuing new Asian markets because of the backlash they're facing from their US consumers. We'll be talking about Asian markets, US company investment and development in those Asian markets, the backlash problem itself, and then kind of just tying everything together. So start off with the Asian market. The Asian market has a very large user base. There's a lot of people that have mobile devices. Almost 60% of the market have mobile devices, which is a much greater percentage than those that have desktop machines, which is comes in about 40%. Now, only half of those players, of those gamers, play PC games, while two-thirds of which play mobile games. So this presents itself as a very large and lucrative market for companies to come in with mobile titles. As such, US companies are looking to come in and invest and develop in those Asian markets because Asian consumers are buying in-game content, they are buying mobile apps, they are playing mobile apps, and they are ready for more content to come in for their mobile devices. Not to mention, they are ahead of the curve on mobile technology such as augmented reality, AR, and VR, which is much bigger and much more accepted than it here in the US. Now, the problem that U.S. companies can face while they're trying to get into these markets is the backlash problem. Now, U.S. gamers, which is the market for game development companies, in most cases, they use PC and want good PC games. They use their personal computer. Recently, at BlizzCon, which is a big event ran by Blizzard Activision, they were expected to launch a new PC game title. However, what they ended up announcing was a mobile title called Diablo Immortals. Now, Diablo is a very beloved franchise by PC gamers, and the consumer base was not happy with this announcement. Uh, and then a couple weeks later, they announced another title, Alien Blackout, which was originally supposed to be a PC title, but then was released as a mobile title. Now, this has led to a big backlash against Blizzard Activision. Their stock prices ended up falling 25% for the 2018 year, whereas if they had announced those titles, it could have led to a big jump with expected sales and revenues of an existing base. So Blizzard Activision is definitely taking a lot of risk trying to pursue this Asian market and distribute these mobile games in those markets. This could pay off really well for them. They could end up bouncing back even more so with their mobile titles in the Asian markets. But in the meantime, they've taken this backlash. So going forward, companies need to make sure they consider their existing markets and how expanding into these markets will affect them because you don't want to alienate your existing consumer base. For this discussion, we kind of discussed the Asian market, how its expansiveness and it's ready for mobile game development. U.S. companies that want to come in and invest and develop in these markets, and the problems that they could face from their customer base if they choose not to pay attention to what's going on. In the long run, going to the markets can be great. However, companies just need to keep in mind of their domestic markets. Thank you.